Hi, I'm RJ with National Trash Valet, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how does valet trash work during inclement weather. So let's get started. So there's been hurricanes in the Midwest, there's tornadoes. I live out here in Arizona, we get monsoons, haboobs, massive rainstorms, right, that just kind of can come out of nowhere. So how does valet trash work during a time when there's going to be storms or maybe tornado warnings or things like that that might come up in your day-to-day running of your business? Right, so with valet trash service, we all know how it works, right? 5 days a week, you go out there, you service the trash at night between, 8 and midnight, you're picking up and dropping off the trash. So a lot of times storms will roll in, especially here in Arizona. Some will roll in like after 5 and 6 o'clock, so you kind of have to watch the weather. Overall, there's a couple things we do, right? So we check severe weather reports and conditions daily, just a quick check on your phone. Or even, I highly recommend the Radar app. I'll link that actually down below in the description. It's really great to kind of see the flow of where, the weather is kind of blowing through the time, because it's kind of like postal workers, right? Like if we can be out there, we should be out there servicing trash, because if it rolls over a day or two, it can be a massive additional time strain on your business, right? Because on average, when you're working units, you can knock through 100 doors within an hour, and a little less during the weekday after you've kind of gone through on your first night of pickup. So, you're kind of checking those reports, and you're keeping, essentially your eye out for what's coming up. So then at what point when you have to decide to call off service, right? So if you get, like I said, tornado warning, or a severe weather warning, or the rain is just coming down like cats and dogs, right? At that point, I would suggest you have a pre-written email that you kind of save within your drafts. You can use that to send as early as you know that you'll be canceling service to the property manager. And it will just say, hey, service is canceled for tonight. You can do two options at that point. You can say, hey, we will come in the morning and pick up service, or service will just resume as originally scheduled for the next day. So you won't be servicing trash that night. You'll essentially be doing that singular pickup, but there's gonna be more trash on that second night. You can also call to leave a voicemail at the property management company. Like I said, the earlier you can do it, that you'll be calling off the service, the better it will be, because then the property manager will know, versus them kind of rolling in the morning and you calling off service at 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night, right when it's kind of going to start up, because weather kind of came through, and now you've got residents calling them and kind of just complaining a little bit. So really, at the end of the day, when weather comes in, it's your best judgment, right? Especially if you're doing it yourself and you feel that you can go out, hey, it's a light sprinkle, it's nothing, I can go out and take care of it. Just go ahead and do it, because it just makes your week that much easier, especially if trash kind of sits out in the water. Things absorb, right? If people put, anywhere from paper towels to boxes out or whatever, it can kind of get a little bit messy. But otherwise, like I said, just notify them as soon as possible via an email or a phone call, letting them know that service will be paused for that night and it will resume the next following night as scheduled. And this is all usually in your contract as well. If you're concerned about, oh, hey, it's, are they going to ask for money back? Are they going to ask for reduced service or whatever that might be? This is all usually highlighted within your contract about severe weather and things like that happen along the way. If you don't have a clause, you can make a clause that just says, upon notification, you'll go ahead and resume service the following day, just, to make sure that you and your employees are safe as well. So, like I said, if you can service, go service. Otherwise, notify them as soon as you can and just start service the next day. Have a great one.